They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Minshew. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They'll go play action here with Minshew. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Minshew. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Out of the gun is Minshew. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Seahawks, nothing.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Right there.
Here's Carson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
This is Carson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Wilson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A Seahawk first down as Wilson finds Lockett.
And goal to go.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And that one makes it 14-7.
Good. Makes the score Rams 14, Seahawks 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Minshew to throw. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
The Rams first down.
They'll run a draw now with Akers. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Off play action, it's Minshew. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw it, Minshew. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. Touchdown, L.A. Antonio Callaway with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game result. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and the ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Minshew sets to throw. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. They'll run on 1st down. Akers. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Minshew. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll drop to throw. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now second down.
Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. Short throw to Disley. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon.
Dixon to punt for the Seahawks.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's taken in by Callaway. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Taylor Rapp with a pick. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
7-yard line.
Back to throw here. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. On play action, they'll throw. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11th. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
A 28-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's second.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's taken down inside the 30. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
3rd quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete.
Wilson.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
A 45-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will close the gap down to 14. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Minshew. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
3rd down.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Here's Dorsett. A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now. 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try the left side. It's Carson. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From midfield now, here's Wilson. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it'll bring up 3rd down. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks.
2-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Short throw to Disley. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5, brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Again, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Rip left.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Samson Abukum racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson going to throw deep for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
3rd down and long.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew, he's going to find Gallup here complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Rams.
Down. 18 Gator. Hey, high 7.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And the Rams.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 33.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go, team. Here I come.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
It's showtime, baby.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Going right back to Akers. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. From the gun, Minshew to throw. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Rams, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Seattle, this loss will mean they finish the season right at 500 at 8-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast.